Hello and welcome to my first tutorial on how to speed up your computer. Okay, so this program that I'm going to be showing you today is called CCleaner, and what it does is it basically just deletes all the folders and files on your computer that that you just don't need to use anymore, like your cookies, and it'll empty your recycling bin, and it just gets rid of everything that your computer's not using that's just taking up space. And it also has a registry fixer. You can uninstall programs from it. Shows your startup programs. Has system restore, date and time and description of it. Has a drive wiper. Delete the free space, or you can completely erase the entire drive, which is pretty useful. And it has this really cool option that it'll run on startup. So you don't even have to open it up on startup. It just runs automatically, and you're ready to go as soon as the computer power's on. But so I'll show you where to get it. So first you'll open up your internet. I've already got the site up, but the website is filehippo.com, and it'll be one of the main sites that I show you where to get your downloads from in all of my tutorials, because it's a perfect hub for all that is program. But and normally it's the #1 popular software because it's very useful. And you'll just click that, and then download the latest version right up here. Then you click Save File and open it once it's done and run it. But I've already done that, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But I'm gonna give you a basic walkthrough of how to use this. Now, when you download everything, normally everything is unchecked right here. And what you'll want to do is go through and turn everything on by clicking the little icon or by going through and selecting every box. And it's going to give you some warnings, so long as you have the warnings still turned on. And all of it's fine, and it's nothing big. You'll want all of them on except for this one that I'm going to show you. You're going to want to turn off wipe free space. You don't want to have that on for just your average use. It's not good for when you're just running it to get rid of things, because it will take an extra maybe hour, even if you have a fast computer. And then you go into the next tab over, Applications, and do the same. Make sure they're all checked. And then you will run cleaner or analyze if you just want to see what it's going to get rid of the first time over. And normally the first time it'll take a little bit longer than any other times, so long as you've had your computer for a little bit longer than 3 days. This thing will fill up. So this is all that I have that it'll delete right now. In fact, I ought to close this because it will skip over your internet if it's still open. So let's see, yeah, even more because it was still open. But so then you'll run cleaner, and it'll delete everything. And if you run it again, it'll show that there was nothing left to get. And then you'll go down to the registry. Make sure all these are checked. Normally they start out as completely checked. And then you'll scan for issues. And because I scan mine pretty often, it only had one. But the first time you run it, as I said before with the cleaner, it'll have a lot, and it'll fill up, and it may take a little bit longer. But then you'll click Fix Selected Issues right here. And it'll ask if you want to back up the changes to the registry. Now, normally I'd hit no, but all it does is if you hit yes, it'll come up with this little folder that'll pop up in your registry. And all that is that if you ever really needed any of the previous folders listed back, that's where you can get them. But, I mean, like I said, I never need them back because they're all really useless. But so just hit no normally, and then fix all issues would be normally here, but because I only had one, so it only says fix issue. So close it, and then you may have to run it one or two more times. But I didn't have any. But if there's a long list, normally it'll miss some or something. So you run it about 3 times. And the registry you don't really have to run daily. It's really more of a weekly thing, maybe bi-weekly, never really often. But the cleaner I recommend running before and after you get on the internet. It'll speed up your internet as you're working or as you're on YouTube per se watching my videos. It'll just help out with how much your computer has to process, and it'll really free up space on your hard drive. But then, I mean, like I said, the cleaner, run it before and after, because it will help your computer's performance. But that's basically it. Like I said, you do want to have the run cleaner when the computer starts checked, because it will automatically run it. That way you don't even have to open it up and run it before you get on the internet the second that you turn on your computer. But really, there's nothing else that you really need to mess with in the options. I hide my warning messages because there's nothing really that this program can do to harm your computer in any way. I mean, if you really want to know what it's doing, you can untick the box, but just check it if you really don't mind. It also has it's on here something right here. Automatically checks for updates when you open it. So it automatically updates, or at least it asks you to update it when there's an update. So you don't have to keep looking on File Hippo for the newest edition. It will tell you, as long as you have internet access, which you all do. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a fairly nice program. It'll give you an entire overview of your operating system. But it's nice. It really is. It's a very useful tool. It has to be next to Mozilla, the #1 used thing on here on my computer. So yeah, but that's basically it. Well, I thank you for watching. Subscribe, rate, comment.